Alright, take two. Because apparently my camera wanted to be out of focus before. For the whole thing. Anyway. I'm back. With Chloe. Chloe's also back. Long time no see. It's been almost a year. By the time this drops, it'll probably be a year. No. 11 months. I would never leave you guys for a whole year. Don't take my word for that. Where did we leave off? Last time I spoke to you guys, I was out in Montauk for the weekend. I think I spoke to you guys about how I was starting a new job. I started that job 2 months before I went to Montauk. That was interesting. I don't work at that job anymore. Hence the fact that I'm able to do this again. What had happened was, it was great. It was swell. And then I started having to work overtime every single week. So that was short-lived. Not actually. I pushed through for quite a while. A lot longer than I should have pushed through. Yeah, I was working at a job that had to do with my career endeavors that I originally had planned. I think you guys know I touched upon it that I had graduated college. I have a bachelor's degree in pre-medical studies. I was planning on going to medical school. I was working on that. I was in my gap year. So I was just working on applications for medical school and all of that jazz. The job really had me, I'm not going to blame the job, but I'm going to blame the job. It happened for a reason. Was in fact having a mental breakdown 4 days out of the 7 days of the week. And I was working 5 to 6, like a normal job. So I was having mental breakdowns quite frequently, 80% of the time. It got me thinking. Correction, before it got me thinking, it got me out there acting a fool. Definitely wasn't in the best place mentally. I was already going through some other personal things. I'm not going to call them issues. Some other personal things going on. And just the stress was not helping. So I was seeking out emotional validation because I wasn't able to provide myself with that emotional validation. So that was quite a journey. Yeah. By doing so, not only was I kind of having an existential crisis when it came to work and life and what I wanted to do, but it kind of had me really self-reflecting, because I realized that I was giving 100% into so many things, leaving me so mentally and physically drained. I had 0% left for myself. If anything, I had negative percent left for myself. Yeah, I just realized I was giving a lot of my energy, my love and respect to other people, and I wasn't getting it back. Not that I was giving my love and respect in expectation of receiving it back. I never really have an expectation when I go into things. That's how you get let down. But I realized I was giving all this energy forward, and I wasn't receiving any energy back. And that really had me reflecting on myself, and I was like, why? Why am I not good enough to get the bare minimum at that? And I realized it was because I wasn't giving myself, excuse me, let me get some water. I wasn't giving myself any love or respect. So it's I'm giving you all this love and respect, and you're looking at me not even giving it to myself. Why do you think you are entitled to give it to me as well, in a sense? Which I understood. Not that I regret giving any love to people. Everyone deserves love in any way, shape, or form. And I'll never regret giving love to anyone, no matter who they are, no matter what I've gone through with the person or people. I think I do regret is kind of losing myself by giving them all this energy of mine. But yeah, I just regret allowing myself to kind of break down to the point of no return by giving all this energy. That was like a random tidbit I just kind of like threw in there, but it's not for nothing. So yeah, I had an existential crisis, and that made me kind of realize I can't do this anymore. I focused on me. I'm still single, if you couldn't tell, but I quit my job politely. I gave 2 weeks notice, and I told them I'll help them with whatever they need, although I didn't owe them that. Yeah, I started in June of 2024, and my last day was like, I think the last day of February, first week of March maybe, and then that left me with kind of like another crisis. I'm like, I can't just not be employed, which got me thinking again, because I just love overthinking and I just love to sit in my own thoughts. But no, I've really found myself in a place career-wise that allows me to tap into that creativity of mine. And although it's just the beginning stages of these projects that I've began, so there isn't really much ROI. There's not a big ROI. Like, my happiness is my ROI right now, and I'm so content with that. Although a smile's not paying my bills, but I'm really happy with where I'm at when it comes to these projects that I'm actually working on. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't scary. Like, I literally dropped everything that I just put all these years into working towards. And I said, screw it. It's my time to do what I want to do. So yeah, I've actually like really been happy. And I'd be lying if I said there wasn't days that, like, obviously days are grayer than others, but I am so content. And it's kind of scaring me, because I've always been a big person on, this is the timeline, this is what needs to be executed at these times, this is what's going to happen next. And right now I don't know what's happening next, but I'm okay with it. Maybe. And I know I was like preaching before, love yourself, find yourself before you find someone else. And I guess I was just like chirping that, yapping that away. And I never really fully, I guess, understood it until this very moment. Because yeah, no, I guess I never realized, like, I was always in like a position where it was like, something's off, something's not right. And I never knew what it was, because my whole life, I was like, I'm gonna go to medical school and become a doctor, this, and this. And it's like, holy shit, at 25 years old, I'm like, that's not even close to what I want my life to look like. Like, I always had goals and aspirations. I'm not gonna say dreams, because dreams are fantasies, and these are gonna become realities. But I've always had dreams and goals and aspirations that I wasn't, like, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to live in the US. Obviously have an image of what I would like my life to look like, with a husband, with kids and everything. And it's like, I was always teeter-tottering on like, how am I going to make that work? And that's when I like really sat down. I was like, end all, what do you want? What is more important than the other? And like, yeah, we all want to be successful. We all want to have materialistic things, I guess. But I really sat down and I was like, I'm at the age where it's like, all right, relationships are not willy-nilly anymore. You're not 16. So it's like, you need to figure out what you want as a woman to be able to be like, hey, this is what I'm bringing to the table. These are my expectations. What do I want? And it's like, that's when I realized, like, a career in medicine, not a career in medicine specifically, but like me getting a degree here and putting all this time and my energy into becoming a doctor was not aligning with every other goal in my life. And it wasn't fitting in the frame, not time frame, but like picture frame of how I imagine my life to be. And the girls that I worked with really helped me without even realizing, which I really appreciate. They really helped me in like kind of diving deep into like, what do you want? And honestly, without them, I probably still would have been there crying every single day after work, kind of always feeling like something's missing, something's not right. Like right now, I'm grateful to have freedom within my job, to be able to do the things that I want to do. I'd be lying also if I didn't say it was an emotional decision. Like I said, like I put a lot of time and energy and commitment into working towards going to medical school and becoming a doctor. I put in the work, let alone the money to go get an education, but I put in a lot of work. And for me to turn around and be like, hey, like, it's not right. It's not right for me. This is not what's meant to be. Took a lot. It took a toll on me. Because then I start getting in my own head. And I'm like, am I not smart enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? And it's like, that's not the case. You're more than enough. It's actually the opposite. You could achieve anything you want to in life. And that goes for everyone. Whatever you put your mind and heart to and your energy into, you can achieve no matter what. And working like now and on these projects that I'm doing have brought me so much more fulfillment, and actually proven the point that I can do whatever I want as long as I put my mind to it. Your title doesn't depict your success. It doesn't warrant for people to judge. That was a big leap. And that's what you've kind of missed so far in the past, like, year-ish. Almost a year. It really, like, hit me in January. Like, sounds kind of funny, but it was kind of like, oh, new year, new me. And I really did leave, like, everything in 2024. Like, all jokes aside. Like, I left the job in February. And that was with, like, notice. Like, I gave him still a company and like a job, no matter what ill feelings I had towards the actual position. I gained a lot from it, and I'm not going to deny that. Met wonderful people with beautiful hearts, and I would expect the same respect back, so might as well. I gave them notice and I left, and took like 2 weeks of just no work, no nothing. I went and visited some family, and I really just took like a breather. Came back, started working on these projects, was like, yep, time to put my mind to it. But like, aside from that job being like coming into 2025 with me, I really like left that shit mentality and everything back in 2024, and I didn't even notice it until now. So thank you guys, because you guys kind of helped me realize that, because I don't know, I feel good. Not saying that, like, I feel like I said this already, that, like, there haven't been, like, gray days, and everyone gets down in the dumps sometimes, but, like, I guess I'm genuinely happy, and that's, like, scares me a lot. But yeah, like I said, changed my whole career path, and that more or less was because, above all, like, yeah, I put in the time and effort and all that jazz into a career that kind of wasn't aligning. And then when I really got to sitting and thinking, it was like, above all, I want to be a mother. I want to be a wife. Not saying that I don't want to work. I do want to work. I love working. I love making myself busy. But like, I just realized, in order for me to do what I need to do, I need to let things go. Let people go. Let things go. Let people go. Take a lot of energy off, like, negative things or things that aren't bringing much to the table. Just let them go. Same way, like I said, I was putting a lot of love and respect into people that really weren't giving it back. And I said I don't regret it. I don't. Obviously, people are going to turn around no matter how things end. Say things. Do things. And I just realized, like, sometimes it's good to just let it go. You can't control how people act, but you can control how you react. Not saying you should allow yourself to be walked all over and get into that situation that I was kind of in, but sometimes it's just best to just shut your mouth and walk away. Because a lot of times that has a larger effect than reacting and giving them all this energy, or giving something all this energy that's not necessary from you. You're wasting it. You're wasting your fuel. You're wasting your own battery. And listen, I was a very reactive person. I raised my voice. I got mad. I had a short temper, very short fuse. Until I realized, I was like, yo, that's what you're expecting out of me. You want me to react. You want me to waste my energy on you. And it really, I really, really realized it when I was going through that period of towards the end of 2024, and I was like, what the hell's going on? When a situation happened and I reacted, but I didn't react the way I used to. I just kind of was like, absolutely not. And I walked away, and I was like, holy shit. Like, literally holy shit. Because old Krysa would not have reacted like that, like, at all. Like, there was barely any reaction there, and I was just really proud of myself. And I guess I realized, like, oh, wow, growth is a thing, and people can grow. So, I don't even know how I trailed off into that, but yeah, just no reason to put your energy, don't put all your eggs into one basket, but that's not the saying I was thinking of. Like, that's pertains to the situation. Just don't waste your time and energy on people or situations that aren't giving you energy back. I'm excited to show you all these wonderful projects that I'm working on soon. I like sharing everything with you guys. Well, not everything. Some things have to be kept to myself. Everyone has a private life. I feel like I haven't, it's like I'm sitting down with my best friend that I haven't spoken to in months. So I love this. I'm happy to be back, guys. Really missed you. Not gonna lie, I genuinely have missed you guys. It's been pissing me off. I've been trying to record and really just sit down. But I wanted this to be, I didn't want to just give you half-assed stuff. And I really wanted to make sure I was prepared. And there wasn't gonna be road bumps in the way. Not saying there might not be things come up and I can't control them. I'm so sorry. But I genuinely, this time around, I'm making the time, and I'm giving you guys my energy. So I hope I get you guys give me energy back. I missed you guys. Happy to be back. Like I said last time, feel free to reach out to me if you want me to discuss anything in specific. And I love hearing from you guys about my episodes. So, bye.